Good afternoon, Susan with the Magical Forest Bookstore here. And I am a little heated because I had to wash the outside windows this morning and it's hot outside. I mean, not as hot as it was last week, or Monday for that matter, but still hot. So I'm a little glistening. I was thinking that one of the things that I enjoy about owning a bookstore is I get to be exposed to so many stories that I didn't know about. And for a long time, I didn't read because I just was so busy with work and taking care of my son when he was little and just all of life getting in the way. And sometimes at the bookstore, there's downtime. So not always, but there's enough time where if I want to take, 20 minutes to read something, I can. And a lot of times I'll read the children's books just because I love children's books and I get excited by them and I think they're fun. But sometimes I will indulge in the grown-up fiction. So I thought I would talk about stuff that I am excited to read, that I haven't read yet, and just a recommendation for something I just finished. So I just finished Theo of Golden. I did an Instagram post about this, talking about how much I loved it. And then I wanted to do a little bit of a dive into like what reviews were, just to see what people thought about it. And for the most part, they were positive, but there were some people who I think they didn't get hooked into it. And I feel that way with some books. I just can't get into them right from the beginning. And so I'm just like, no, just can't do it. But a lot of people that were critical of it were critical for reasons that I think were short-sighted. For example, they were talking about the vernacular used. Finally remembered the word, vernacular. The vernacular used by one or two of the characters in the book, completely who were people of color, completely disregarding other people of color who would have been in there, and completely disregarding a white person, presumably white, maybe Italian, so maybe a person of some color, but completely ignoring that and the vernacular that was used, and then complaining about the Christian perspective of it. I thought it was a lot of false arguments of what I read. So I enjoyed Theo of Golden. I thought it was a really good book. It was really heartwarming and uplifting, and those are stories that I enjoy. I don't like delving into the darkness. So I do recommend Theo of Golden. So next I picked up The Crescent Moon Tea Room. From what I get so far, I just started it, so I'm like a couple of pages into it. But from what I understand, this is about 3 sisters who have witch abilities. So, and they have a tea shop, so that sounds fun. So I'm excited. It says it's a national bestseller, and it's cute, and it's got a cozy vibe, and I'm all about a cozy vibe, so I'm excited to look into that one. I've had a lot of people tell me that this is a good book, so I'm excited to read a little bit more about that, especially since it's Fairy Stories Irish to English, and I currently have on my phone the, oh God, these are those times when my brain doesn't want to work. I'm not sure where I stuck my phone. Anyway, it's the language app, Rosetta Stone, that's it. I have that on my phone and I am trying to learn Irish, so I think that is interesting. I haven't done it for a while, so there's one word that I remember, and the word means water, but it's pronounced whiskey, so I know that. So anyway, so I think that is fun. This just seems like a beautiful story, and I like the idea of hope, and it's, it takes place in a hospital, which means I'll probably cry in this story. This looks like a period piece that I would love. On my Kindle, I'm reading a series called Homefront Sleuths, that takes place in Southeast England during World War II. So this reminds me of that because this is also, well, this is World War I, but it gives me like a real similar feel to it. So just from the cover. And then this one, I'm gonna read just because I can identify with this, you know, just stupid love stories. I have not had the best of luck in that area, but you know, I'm working on myself and hopefully it will get better. Not that it's necessary, but that one looks fun. So those are the books that I'm hoping to read, and as I come across them, I'll definitely share what I think about them. If you have recommendations, I know everybody has books that they love. Let me know. I will definitely look into them. But yeah, so I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay cool, and I will see you next time. So I think the next video that I'm going to talk about my first anniversary. I don't want to talk about that today because it's a little bit further ahead and I am kind of hot and I just want to sit in the easy chair and drink my Coke Zero. So have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.